Yeah. Yeah.
Come on up and take a look.
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring. Asparagus for taste and prunes for what ails
Greetings.
you. Try them.
God be with you.
Bread!
I brought that game for you.
Great. Let's have a look.
Bread, fresh bread, bread. Rolls,
Thanks, Henry.
buns,
We'll
and
get lots of
pretzel
supplies
you.
for this. I've got another job for you. The innkeeper had a bit of a row with his wife and wants to make up. She's very fond of venison sausages, so he asked me what I could do.
Venison I can get, but he can make his own sausages.
Naturally, just get the meat.
Flour, egg, salt, yeast. Let it bake a bit and you'll be able to feed the whole family with fresh bread.
Everything for work and home.
Carrots and apples, picked today, but a smile.
Yeah.
God be with you. God be with you. God be with you.
Huh? I'm glad to see you. See you later. Hey!
Yeah.
God save. Take care.
God watch over you. Good night. Goodbye.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
Good day, Henry. God be with you.
Our Lord's tasty, good on bread and fine people, and pork crackers
Goodbye.
a joy to taste.
Can we do something about the price?
All right. So?
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Well, now, thank you very much.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Is there anything interesting going on here?
It's so peaceful, it worries me. God be with you.
God save you. What can I do for you?
See you later.
God grant you health.
Good luck then.
Yeah. Lean and fatty pork.
Ah! You blind, for Christ's sake, there's people walking here.
The sun sets out across the skies. I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
I'm looking for pieces of a sword that a pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling. Would you happen to know any?
I would. Well, it's a load.
But if you like...
See you later. Good luck then.
God save. How may I help you, good knight? Good luck then.
God save you. What can I do for you?
It took quite some doing, but I have all the pieces.
Really? Well, that is marvelous. Give it to me, and I'll get to work right away. Here's your money, and if you want to see the result, come by tomorrow. I should have it done by then.
Fine. Thanks.
God be with you. Are you looking for me? Hey? Anything else? God save you, good knight. What can I do for you?
So, have you forged the sword?
I certainly have.
And?
It's wondrous. Even I can feel its power. I think this is my life's greatest work. I'll never make anything to match it. Do you want to buy it?
Very well. I'll buy it.
I knew you'd appreciate it. You won't regret it. God be with you.
Most vengeful. Arthur's. Rule on island. No, would you?
Lost something here? God save.
So?
No.
About that
Take care. Something. My humble greet.
About that. So, man,
it's
to buy. I thought it meant the world to you.
Well, yes, but now that I have it, it seems a shame to just leave it lying about. A sword such as this is for chivalrous deeds, and I'm no warrior. See you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
I'm looking for charcoal burners in the region of Neuhof.
I know there's some in the woods south of Ujets, and more just above Neuhof. They're the only ones I know of.
Thank you.
God be with you.
Yeah.
Da.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Do you know where I could find Ginger?
Who?
The stable boy from Neuhof. I've heard he's friends with some charcoal burners.
Ah, I know who you mean. He went not long ago to the charcoal burners by Tarnberg. Just follow the stream to the west. Farewell.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
You know something about Ginger?
I might have heard something, and if you share a bit of silver with me, I might share what I know.
I'm investigating a crime, not bartering for a chicken.
Well then, I'm sure you've got some silver on you. Just give it to me, and it'll be a done deal.
Good then. How much were you imagining?
You already cost me a bit of my time. Now I want double.
That's quite a bit. Let's see.
Not bad, not bad. Listen up. Ginger has 2 mates. Twins, who are keeping him hidden and taking care of him. They go out every day to bring him something to eat.
Where do they take the food?
I don't know. I didn't follow them. Why would I?
That's all you have? That's what I paid so much silver for?
If you'd already known that much, you wouldn't be here talking to me. So I reckon you got your money's worth. May the Lord watch over you.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Where have you got Ginger hidden? I need to talk to him.
You got your facts wrong, lad. There's nobody by that name here.
Try that on someone else. One of your mates told me that you and your brother are hiding him.
Then he was feeding you horse shit. I hope you didn't pay him for it.
Horse shit, maybe. It's easy enough to find out who's telling the truth. Sooner or later, one of you will have to bring him food. Or if you don't, maybe he'll get hungry and come here, right?
I'll deal with that, Judas. What is it you want?
I want to talk to Ginger. He knows something about the raid on the stud farm.
What's that got to do with you?
I'm here with Sir Hanish's men. It's his stud farm, and he can't let something like that go unpunished.
All right, have it your way. But first, you have to do something for me.
Ugh, I might have expected. What is it?
Nothing too difficult. There's been some bandits lurking around asking after Ginger. I'll bet my last groschen they had something to do with that Neuhof raid. Get rid of them, and I'll take you to Ginger.
All right, I'll deal with them.
I'm glad to hear it. I'd say they're somewhere between here and our neighbors upstream. There's a place there where poachers used to meet before we came here, but it's abandoned now. The path to it leads straight from the stream. Try looking around there.
All right, I'll have a look there. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hey, who's there? Who's there? Trouble?
Greetings, my good man. May I ask you a question?
Ask first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then. We're looking for Ginger, a stable boy at a nearby stud farm. Have you seen him anywhere?
I don't know anyone called that. I'm not even from this part of the country.
What a shame. We're worried about him, but we can't seem to find him.
Truly, I haven't seen him. If I were you, I'd ask the charcoal burners.
Oh, definitely. Thank you for your advice.
Come here, lily liver. Is that all you've got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good health to you.
You don't have to worry about those bandits anymore. I've dealt with them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I'll take your word for it. All right, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled, though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
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 Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ujits and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ujits, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ujits, and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Ujits. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but...
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
Yeah.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Sir, I've been to Ujits, and the parish priest there is very odd indeed. He's very handy with a sword. Do you know anything about him, sir?
Godwin? Aye, an intriguing fellow. He's the youngest son of one of the lords of Kuttenberg. He was sent to the university to become a priest, as is customary with the youngest son. But he didn't much care for it. So when he finished studying, instead of taking up his parish, he went roaming. I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life. And then one day he came back and settled down. Hanush would know more about him.
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhaya to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
God be with you. Goodbye.
Good afternoon.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, ma'am.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognised him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people, why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hamish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again. Goodbye.
Well, well. Look who deigns to grace us with his presence.
I was looking for that boy and...
And you didn't bother telling anyone.
I had to follow the trail before it went cold.
And what if some bandit skewered you and left you for dead? We'd never find you because you told no one where you were going. How would I explain that to Sir Radzig, eh? I really don't know, my lord. He disappeared without saying a word to anyone. Never crossed my mind he wanted to get himself killed. Silence! Keep your ignorant mouth shut when I'm giving you the benefit of a veteran's wisdom. You do what I tell you, answer only when I ask, and not go roaming off whenever you feel like it. I'd like to kick your arse back to the castle and be shut of you. But it's true, you're a fucking peasant who knows nothing about soldiering, and it's my job to whip you into shape, so I'm not done with you yet. God have mercy on you if you ever try anything like that again. If you're lucky, I'll only have you whipped and clapped in the stocks, because if I get my way, you'll be hanged for desertion. I hope we've got that out of the way. I've made myself absolutely clear. And now, let's hear what you have to report.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it, then.
Ginger fled because he recognised one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzig will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
I'd like to learn...
Certainly.
Well...
Yeah. Yeah.
You can return home. It was hard work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing, except if you're ever traveling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
Yeah.
Greetings. What business have you?
Sir.
So,
my lord. What? Yes, sir. Why choose Mehuyed?
it's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
The trail leads to Ujits. I found out one of the bandits is from there, a fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
I see. What else?
That's all I've found out so far, sir.
All right. Come back and report to me as soon as you learn anything new. Take care.
God preserve you, good knight. Can I do something for you?
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
That'll be Lubosh, gallows bait if I ever saw one. His place is at the end of the village next to the stream. Take him and welcome. Goodbye.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
The parish priest here in Ujits, he's a peculiar sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learnt to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened and he was roving the world for a while. Don't know what he got up to, though.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? Judas. Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. A bed. A bed. Nothing here.